Hi everyone and welcome back to some Warframe. Yay, finally another video about Warframe, right? I know. But it is quite fitting that we are meeting on Hydron, because this is the place where I got a little bit burnt out of Warframe, which is why I took my break. And then I made the video about my comeback to Warframe and how I'm excited to play again, only to realize I was like halfway to MR20, so I knew I had to grind more. So yeah, we will take this opportunity to talk about places to level your frames, your weapons, your companions. So yeah, obviously, first place to mention is Hydron on Setna. Very good place for all levels, I guess. We had some very low mastery ranks with us here, which is absolutely no problem. The thing is, I tend to leave after 5 waves if I have equipped a leveling loadout myself, right? So I can't carry too much past wave 10, sometimes even wave 5 as here. Yes, I can do the damage with my Amprex if I need to, but the thing is I don't have my frame decked out like I would like to have, right? So yeah, that's why I left at 5 waves. Normally I would play this for 20 waves, depending on the squad. If the whole squad decide to leave after 10 or 15 waves, I will leave as well. But if you can stay for 20 waves, pretty much a very good place to level. The tile set is very small, so you're almost always in affinity range of all of your squad mates most of the time, which is quite good. So you get the shared affinity for your teammates' kills, which is very important if you want to level up, right? As well as if you have to revive people, they are mostly close by, right? You don't have to backtrack very long, like in a survival or something. No, they're just very close by. You can pop off into your operator, go invisible, and just revive them, which is good, right? The other place would be Sanctuary Onslaught or Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, depending on the setup that you have. I would say for farming XP and how's it called? Focus. Sanctuary Onslaught is pretty much the best place, because you get a focus booster every round start for like 45 seconds. So if you have a frame like Mesa with a focus lens on it, then you can really get a great deal of focus as well as some great amounts of levels. Keep in mind you will have to have either a good setup yourself, or just play with a friend who can dish out the damage with an Equinox or a Mesa or a Sarin. That can really power level your stuff up quite a bit. Since I had no one to play with at the moment I was playing right here, I decided to go to Hydron instead. It isn't that bad. Here I was checking the mastery ranks. I saw he was mastery rank 5, probably finished crafting his Rhino and got him out of the foundry and ended up here. He did get even taxied, I don't know. But hey, it's absolutely fine. I have no problem with dealing some damage and keeping lower ranked players alive. I'm all about that. You guys know that. I'm always about helping people out and having some fun on the side as well. This enemy glitched into this wall. Don't ask me how. Or did he glitch underneath the stairs? That could be it. But then I finally saw him and was like, oh, okay, now I can get him with the Amprex. So yeah, if you're wondering, the Amprex is a freeformer build and it's quite capable with hunter munitions to deal some nasty damage. I was checking my profile. I needed about 2.3k more mastery. So I was like, yeah, I should go for 10 waves, but you will see at wave 5 why I did decide to leave with those guys. Yeah, another one down, which is no problem, don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing on these guys. I tried to support them as much as I could. So I went ahead with the Amprex and tried to kill everything so they can revive themselves without too much danger to the pod, right? But if you constantly have to do that, you run into the danger of the pod actually getting destroyed. So yeah, I also checked the level of his Rhino. He was level 3, so I was like, hey, press your 2 and you will stay alive. Just to give him a little tip in case he didn't know what his 2 actually does. That wasn't meant as an insult or anything. It was just like, okay, if you first got Rhino and you are not watching a lot of YouTube videos about Warframe, you're just experiencing the game by yourself, like I did in the beginning, and you have to figure stuff out. It's always nice if someone gives you a little heads up, right? And that's what my message was meant to be, just a heads up, to keep him alive and to hopefully enable him having more fun with his Rhino. If it really is his second frame, I didn't check his profile, I should have done that. Yeah, but I was like, too much in the moment. I had too much going on to worry about on my screen, so yeah. As you can see, I'm always checking the level progression I have made. I tried to figure out how many levels I needed. I knew I wouldn't probably able to get to the mastery rank requirement after 5 waves, but I had a plan for what to do afterwards anyways. Another place which is quite good for leveling stuff pretty much passively. It's not the fastest way of doing things, but you will get some cool stuff on the side. And most of you will know what I mean by that. Yes, fissure missions, they are awesome. Play on public, so you have the 4 options to choose at the end. And yeah, it's just run around there, deal with the objective. I did some capture missions which are very easy, very fast, and will yield you great results, right? In terms of time invested versus stuff get. Right? So yeah, I like to run those from time to time while leveling just like 1 weapon or 2 weapon or something like that. And just so I don't have to think too much about what I'm doing, right? It's just a fissure mission, hopefully a capture or a survival. So yeah, I just decided, no, I will leave. The pod already took damage. I didn't have my frost equipped, so I had no way of protecting the pod without using my Amprex constantly, and that was not a guaranteed thing to be enough. So yeah, that's why I left. Oh, I left the loading screen in. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, after that I went ahead and checked, and I was still short some mastery rank XP. Yeah, still 1800. So I thought like, hey, you know what? There is an Axie capture mission on the fissure missions, so I will do that instead for a couple of times. Maybe I will get some good rewards, and also I can level the last points that are missing for the mastery rank requirement, right? Worked out perfectly. I did like 3 runs, that was enough to get me to where I wanted to be. So yeah, I will still have to level up my Wukong and the weapons that I'm leveling up right now. But I'll probably do that in ESO as soon as my friends, 1 or 2 of them, or my clanmates are online. Yeah, it's just the fastest way, to be honest. Well, Hydron is fast as well, and if you do have a affinity booster, of course, from a login reward, or if you bought them, the level process will be sped up, well, doubled, I guess. So yeah, that is pretty cool, pretty cool. I think fissure missions still are one of my favorite missions to run, because I always forget about how many relics I actually did have in my inventory. And once I ran some of those, I see like sometimes I have like 40 relics, which comes from playing Hydron a lot. So yeah, or Hyracon on Pluto, the Dark Sector excavation mission, drops relics as well in a very consistent rate. So yeah, 40 relics, that is something to work. So yeah, I'm not running out of relics anytime soon. Which is funny, you know, when I started the account, I was like, oh man, how do I get all the relics? And as you play, you just gather so many of them. Even the official missions reward you other relics from time to time. So yeah, I was thinking about the Hydroid Prime Chassis and I thought like, wait, what? I don't have the Glaive Prime blades, so I'll stick with that. My teammates thought this should be vaulted, right? So we will pick that as well. So thank you for the white races, my dudes. Huge shout out to both parties. Thank you for playing. If you ever run across this video, you were awesome. But without further ado, we are ready to mastery rank up. MR20 test is a joke. I don't know why we are forced to play Archwing. I didn't even think about that. That just went into the test and was like, oh, I have actually the perfect Archwing equipped for a time trial. In case you're wondering, yes, it's Tal with his blink ability. Just get some portals, get a blink in, get another 2 portals, and you're done. But that is all for today. I'm Mastery Rank 20, which is awesome. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and as always, take care. Bye.